Good evening. These aren't your typical skates. Women of all ages strapped on the four-wheeled roller skates last night for the first official roller derby bout in Lloydminster. And as Annika Nave reports, the border city may see more derby action as it's growing in popularity around the region.
I was just looking for some way to get some physical activity and found roller derby and happened to fall in love with it.
It's a common trend among the ladies, falling in love with the unique game and the camaraderie that comes with it.
It makes superheroes of everyday women, you know, mothers, accountants, teachers, journalists. You know, we come out and we get to, you know, use another persona and just have a good time.
And we're all mothers, and it's a nice way to have time for yourself.
And they're not just aimlessly rolling around the track, it's an offensive and defensive game.
So you have five players on the track from each team. One of them is wearing a star on their helmet, it's called the panty, and they wear that on their head because they're the ones that can collect the points.
And Pamela says the jammer is the one with the star on their helmet, and they get a point for every opponent on the opposite team they pass.
So the jammers are generally the smaller, faster girls, and the blockers are the big, solid girls that can take the hits and give the hits.
And the commonly asked question, is it a sport?
More of an underground subculture of a sport, but like there's teams and leagues all over. Edmonton has 2 leagues, Lloydminster we have our team, there's another team here developing.
Yeah, we've had people on the team that have been 55 years old and they played just as hard as the 18-year-olds on the team, so it's just, we really have to want to do it.
There's also a chance for those under 18 to join a team here in the city. The next stop for the Angels of Assault is in Calgary at the end of May. Annika Nave, Newcap News.
Professionals in the field of helping others isn't easy, as separating your own feelings from the job at hand could be a challenge and can result in what's called compassion fatigue. A local psychologist and an organization held a 2-day workshop to help workers and caregivers alike on reducing the impact of emotional stress. Now, psychologist Michelle Hamilton has been teaching compassion fatigue for 6 years.
It's important to recognize the risk for this kind of work to have a negative impact on us, and to help people know strategies and ways of kind of recognizing, normalizing, and preparing for the way that we can be changed.
Lori Harris of the Lloydminster and Area Brain Injury Society says, as someone who works closely with brain injury survivors, the work is affecting her body and mental health.
We tend to sometimes take on some of what we hear every day in, day out, and it's hard to, you know, keep yourself healthy from that.
Harris says she's seen too many people burnt out or hardened in their profession, and from what she's learned, taking care of yourself should be the main priority in order to better help others.
Because we get so busy, we're doing all the things in our world, and we procrastinate, but you know, walk, time to meditate, time for yourself, time to just slow down and you know, maybe debrief with peers, and those kinds of things I think are crucial.
The importance of them staying tuned into themselves in order to stay well enough to continue doing good work as helping professionals.
It's a big break for one area man. Randy Mitchell is a songwriter from Paradise Hill who's passionate about country life, and his latest song about chuck wagons was picked up by a company in Nashville.
They take the music that you write and then they make a demo of it. They send you a copy and they keep a copy. And then what happens there, once it's fully done, CMT singers, whenever they want something new, something different, they'll go to this company and see what they have for options.
The song that's gaining popularity is called Finish Line. It's a topic close to the hearts of many in the area.
I'm a big fan of chuck wagons. I try to go to them when I can. And so basically I just took my thoughts and views of what it'd be like to be in the wagons and to be behind the scenes and stuff.
Last year I played at the chuck wagons, and I have different country events that I play at. I kind of made it my own, but it fits in with the kind of style of songs that I like to play.
Randy Mitchell has always written poetry, so the switch to writing lyrics came naturally to him, and he's excited to see where the song will go.
Yes. They don't even know who would want that kind of music, that type or that speed, or, you know, even the subject of it, right? So they honestly don't have a clue. It's just whoever comes in and is looking for that type of song. And
One barrel at a time, outriders ride away. You can listen to the song on YouTube in the next few weeks under Tressa Moore.
The Northwest Prairie Pirates were supposed to play a pair of games at home yesterday, but they were canceled due to weather, so the AAA ball club had to wait until today to open up their SPBL schedule with a double dip against the Saskatoon Giants. And the baseball Buccaneers got off to a great start, blanking the Giants 6-0 in the first contest. Blake Robertson and Clark Thompson split the duties on the mound, and the two shared a complete game shutout. The Pirates followed that up with a 6-3 loss in the second game. Prairie bunch left 12 runners stranded on base, but should be happy going one-on-one on opening weekend. Their next action is a week from today against Swift Current. Winning a championship takes a lot of hard work. Winning back-to-back championships takes a lot of hard work and a little luck, but winning 3 straight championships, well, that takes a very special team. Yesterday, the Red Dogs had a chance to complete the elusive three-peat. Lloydminster playing the Chargers in black. Late first, Connor Mickle decides to call his own number, and he's hounded by the Dogs' defense, who forced the fumble and recovered, giving Lloydminster great field possession. Next play, Carl Teledetsky hands off to his brother Cade, and he scampers 30 yards up the field into the red zone. They'd switch ends for the second quarter. Red Dogs knocking on the doorstep. Andrew Kelfis takes the pigskin to Paydirt, just getting across the plane. The convert was good, so it's 7-0 Lloyd. The Chargers cut the lead to 7-6. Now still in the second, Dogs on the offensive. Teledetsky finds Mackenzie Lawson. Look at number 9 go for the nice run to put the Canines once again in scoring position. And not long after that, Teledetsky decides to go with the QB sneak, and it's good. The lead was 14-6. So right off the ensuing kickoff. Mickle takes it back 93 yards for his second touchdown of the game. It was 14-14 at halftime. Edmonton took a 21-14 lead, but the Dogs respond 3 minutes later. It's the Teledetskys hooking up Carl to Cade, and it's a tie game. Same score late in the fourth. Teledetsky goes through the air again. This time he spots Matt Holman, who picks up some valuable yards before being hauled down. And that would set up this. Mackenzie Lawson nails a 40-yard punt single to put Lloydminster up 22-21 with just 2 minutes to go. And the Dogs' defense was rock solid the rest of the way as time winds down, and the Dogs celebrate a Tier 1 championship win. It's the 3rd straight title for the Dogs after they won back-to-back Tier 2 titles in the previous seasons. Here is more on the win.
It was a moment that was years in the making.
I'm almost speechless. I don't even know what to say. I'm so happy for these guys. They worked their butts off this year, and they just won the biggest trophy in the league.
Oh, it means the world. It's amazing. Like, best feeling a person can get.
Lloydminster capped off an incredible first year in Tier 1, going undefeated en route to the championship.
Us third years especially, we're stoked, like, being the first guys Tier 1. It really shows that what Lloydminster has for talent, and that we can compete with these guys and we can win a championship in this tier.
Ever since, like, back in our very first year, we've been just waiting for this third-year game. We were just praying for this championship dynasty team, and we could just not be more excited right now.
The Red Dogs made a statement this season, not just for the team, but for all football programs in the border city.
It just shows that the strides we've made in Lloydminster over the last 5 years, and where we've gotten to, and we're at the same level of talent as these city teams. It's huge.
Well, it's back. After a 4-week hiatus, the Newcap Sports Top 3 is back in business. So gather around the family, turn up the volume, and enjoy the best our local athletes have to offer.
Number 3, Ryan Ludke tickles the twine. Number 2. The Teledetskis hook up for a touchdown.
That's Paul Teledetsky with the pass to King. Teledetsky.
And number 1. Brandon Peterson with some sweet moves.
That is it for sports. I hope you had a great weekend. Annika has your weather details after the break.